back, baby. Was that a good one? Was it acceptable?
Yeah.
All right.
It was acceptable.
I will admit though, I feel like it lacked a little bit of energy, just a little.
Yeah, it did.
It seemed like I was trying to force it and it still wasn't working. It still wasn't enough energy.
You have to get your wheels back under you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll get there. Damn.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been quite a minute. Last one was in November.
Shit.
Lots happened since then.
Mm-hmm.
Big things.
I guess we should start with the main thing.
No.
Okay.
No, we should build up to it.
We'll build up to it.
So yeah, then you started off. Catch us up.
Let's catch people up. Let's see. For me, I gambled today and won money.
You're not supposed to start from today. I specifically said build up to it. You're supposed to go in chronological order.
Okay.
You're starting from today?
But if I do it in chronological order, that's kind of the first thing.
That's not the first thing. You don't understand what chronological order means. You're supposed to go in order of the events that happened, in the order that they took place.
Okay, so let's see. The last time we would have recorded
was in November.
Yeah. So let's see. Thanksgiving passed.
Yep.
I slapped somebody up accidentally. I mean, I had to.
Okay, how was the little... You can't just...
The homeless dude, remember?
No, I don't remember. Let's speak on that. Even if I do remember.
Okay, well, I gotta let
That's
people
the
know
point of this. You're really rusty.
Let's see. If you don't know this about me already, in my past, I had to slap up a homeless dude who charged me, delivered about 5 heavy body blows, and he scurried away. Well, and don't get this, don't get it twisted. I don't like putting harm on homeless guys. That's not my fetish. But it happened again. I was leaving late from where was I leaving from? That was from work. Yeah, I was leaving from work. Our back door opens. We have a back door from the kitchen that leads directly to the dumpsters. And when I stepped outside to lock the door, I noticed in the distance there's a homeless dude. He immediately stood up and he started looking at me. But he was playing it cool. So I'm throwing the trash out, but I'm keeping an eye on him. I'm thinking, I think he's gonna try and run into the kitchen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's trying to get inside. He might want to steal some food or something. And if that happens, I feel like if that happens on me, on my watch per se, they're gonna be pretty mad. So let me keep an eye on him. And as I'm coming back with trash cans, I told you this. I really didn't see.
I definitely don't remember this.
He charged me, and I had trash cans in my hands. And I was like, do I abandon these? Do I use them like in a Jackie Chan type fashion?
You're just gonna clap him with some...
Oh, I could have. Pretty light trash. Well,
garbage cans?
They are heavy, but not for me. Large. But I was like, okay, I'm definitely not about to fight this man with 2 trash cans. So I slid one from behind me, and I kept the other one in front of me, and I pushed that at full speed. And I wanted to see how he was going to react to it.
So you did use it like Jackie Chan. That sounds exactly like Jackie Chan.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe you could compare it slightly to Jackie Chan. I pushed at him, and because he was picking up speed, I'm pretty sure he was about to attempt. I don't know what he was going to attempt, but I know he was building up his speed. It hit him directly, he almost fell over it. It hit him in the gut, and he almost fell over it. And I knew I had him off of his balance, and I didn't want to beat him up because I'm also at work. I don't want homeless man hands. And, I can wash my hands, but I don't want to have to.
Well, you had to anyway.
Because of the trash. Garbage. But he looks he was one of the pretty dirty homeless dudes. I'm going to get some grime on my hands. It's another level of dirt. But yeah, you're right. I would have cleaned my hands. So I pushed him off onto the sidewalk. Because it was the area back here where the trash can was had a big drop off to where from sidewalk to floor. I stiff-armed him off because he was disoriented by the trash can. I stiff-armed him off. But he kind of caught himself. He landed on his leg. And I was pretty mad because I had my smock on and I had my nice shirt underneath because I didn't bring my work shirt. So I had a nice black shirt on. I think it's Hanes. He popped, his leg bounced up. He came back up and he grabbed me. I was so mad.
Man.
I was so mad.
Man.
And I had to... Maybe I acted in the moment. Maybe I shouldn't have went this far. Loaded him up with some body shots. Once again. Different guy, but once again, I had to unleash the body blows. I'm convinced that's a
Yeah,
pretty
start
good body
warming up his ribs.
Yeah. But this guy was a little more durable. He's a little bigger, a little thicker. I realized at that moment, all right, this is now going to become a scuffle. I need to nip this in the bud. Like, he's eating these body shots just a little bit. And that's when I took it upstairs. I delivered about...
It's time to finish this.
I'd say 2 to 3 uppercuts. And when I uppercut him the first time, I'm pretty sure it, like, woke him up to, oh, wow, this dude has power and he's not hitting me in the body anymore. He's blasting me in the head. And the second one rocked him. I could see his eyes, like, they went back a little bit. And I wasn't going to do the third one, but he stepped on my foot, like, as a last-ditch effort. He stomped my toes. I blasted him with the third one. And I went back inside extra fast because I remember there was cameras out there. So I think I may have knocked him out on camera. I don't know if that's going to be cool because the building I work in is located right by our corporate office. So that was a pretty risky move. I don't know if they caught that. No one ever said anything to me. Yeah, pieced him, went back inside, closed the door back.
That's wow.
At the end of the night,
you definitely didn't tell me this.
Nah,
I would have remembered this.
That's why you were making a joke that I'm the homeless beater. You and Jordan were calling me that.
You're such a homeless beater. Like, yeah, how could you ever deny it?
I think anyone would be if they got caught in a situation where
You're
being
the
attacked by
hobo
homeless
punisher.
men. All right, fine.
You
I'll
just
take it.
beat up homeless people.
Once again, not for any pleasure. I can't
No
let you
one's saying-
can't challenge me.
No, you do it though. It's like your role.
My role?
Your role in society is just to keep homeless people in their place. Like, hey, don't get any ideas.
I am hoping that's the
Don't
last time that
think
happens, though.
that you can try to run up in here because I'll knock your ass out on camera, off camera. I don't really care. Groceries in my hands, I'll
No
do
problem.
it. Work uniform on, no problem. That's what you do. That's what you are. You're the homeless beater.
But yeah, I'm hoping that's the last time that happens because one,
They should be hoping
I
it's the
don't
last
wanna
time
gain
it happens.
I don't want to gain that rep, and also, I feel like that's not impressive. It's like, oh yeah, who have you been? You've been in fights, or you've been homeless dudes.
That's true.
I've been
You can't.
whooping homeless dudes.
You can't tell people that you've been in fights because no one's
at
gonna
least not
respect
those
you
ones.
for beating up homeless.
Yeah, at least not. I can't tell about those fights. Leave those out. But yeah, so there's that. Unfortunately, I feel like I can't recount the events.
Okay.
Christmas
when did
also
that happen?
passed.
When did that happen? That happened before Christmas.
November.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
happened before Christmas. So it was a quick knockout for the holidays.
I don't know if I told anyone about this, and if anyone cares, but when I left my job recently, they were withholding money from me. I got that money. they gave me that money. Straighten that out.
See why you're proud of that.
Yeah. They thought they was gonna get over me.
So then let's fast forward. How was your Christmas?
Substandard. A little less than I expected, actually. I feel like I didn't get all the desserts I wanted, all the food I wanted. Very few of the gifts I wanted.
Did you get gifts?
I got a $20 gift card.
Okay.
I got some body wash.
That's cool. That means you stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually bought my own Christmas gifts this year. I got 2K19, Madden 19, and Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. Those are pretty nice.
I also
You
hooked it
have
up
to
with a
give
pipe.
yourself.
Yeah.
How was your New Year? Your New
Year's.
Year's celebration.
Oh, that's the perfect place to jump, I guess. Well, let's see. Was that New Year's or like right before New Year's when I clapped cheeks? When I was clapping those cheeks.
That's well after the New Year, so you're jumping pretty
It
far
definitely
ahead.
wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, because
It definitely was. It definitely was.
well after.
Well after, like a couple weeks in. Yeah. So then go ahead and jump to that then, since you seem so excited.
Well, we'll just for clarity, pretty uneventful New Year, no celebration. Wasn't all that. Wasn't really all that. I had some revelations, and I set my goals. That's pretty much what I did. That's about it. And I drank more than I probably should have.
All right.
Now.
So basically, what you're saying is the year didn't start
Until I beat them cheeks.
until you were clapping cheeks.
Yep, till I loosened the walls.
All right. So let's hear it.
All right. Now, the goal to close last year was to clap those cheeks. That had been the goal. Now, what you're telling me is that I didn't meet that goal. In my mind,
you did.
Whether I did or didn't, in my mind, can't erase that goal for me. I did it. I feel like it's within the deadline. I did it within the deadline. Like New Year, and if you can't, this is the deadline. So I'm counting it. Goal achieved. Let's see. I had to get back in contact with a girl who I knew from high school who wasn't feeling me back then. Well, claims wasn't feeling me back then. She wasn't feeling me. What could I do?
Yeah.
But
Mike Jones.
she reached out to me.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all love me.
So what could I do but oblige when she hit me up on Snapchat and was like, "Hey, long time no see. We went to school together, remember?" I was like, "Yep." What a surprise. They always come crawling back. And first she told me she was trying to slide. Then we set it up. And I was like, bet. Come through. I don't know why you were playing in the first place, and we all know what was really real. It was raining. She popped up, and I was like, "Hey, let's smoke a bowl or two." All right. Smoky. Smoked a bowl, and she went. She's like that. She was like, "Hey, let's smash." And I was like, "Whoa."
Okay. Now explain why this is important. Why this is a meaningful event.
Oh, why is this a meaningful event? Because I kind of, let's say, it was the bar, I broke the bar. Like, she thought she got away with, like, friend zoning me. Nah, crossed it off. Not friend zoned. Broke the barrier, broke the threshold.
Got you. Okay, so that's the reason this is a meaningful event, is because you broke the friend zone.
Yeah, it was like, oh, nah, but I won't stand for that.
It's like you were banished to the friend zone and you just found your way out.
It was like
through the long game.
And I believe Dark Knight, when Batman gets dropped into that hole, that hole was the friend zone. I fully got out of it. I easily got out of it. Took the long game. I had to wait.
No, you took the Batman route.
Built up the athleticism.
You took the Bruce Wayne route.
Yep.
You had to slowly build up the athleticism, the strength.
Yep.
First, you had to rehab your back.
Kind of did. But yeah, so we ended the year basically, we'll say, or began the year by clapping those cheeks.
You began the year.
The year, fine.
The last year was over. 2018
Man, I really don't feel like that's...
Definitely was, Shawn. I can guarantee you I have receipts of text messages. Okay, so that happened in January. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because you're kind of going the long way around. But all the while, in the past, what has this been? 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Almost 3 now, actually. There's been some news.
Revelations.
That we have been trying to figure out.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons that we haven't made a podcast in the last couple of months is because... You want to say it, Shawn?
No, I'm interested to see how you were going to say it, how you were going to pose that, how you're going to let the people know.
Shawn, a.k.a. Wet Legs, Mr. Wet Legs. You gotta say Mr. for respect.
All right.
You earned the Mr.
That feel like adds a little bit more appeal.
Mr. Wet Legs?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you needed? Was the Mr.?
Yeah, I think the formalness of it is a little better.
Well, yeah, Mr. Wet Legs himself is leaving. He's leaving Painfully Tight, but more importantly, he's leaving my life.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, we can't paint that picture of our relationship, of the bond we share.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like we said earlier. Imagine that episode where SpongeBob...
Very selfishly, for me, it's more important that you're leaving my life. But to the people who listen to this podcast, it's more important to them that you're leaving the podcast.
Yeah. Which.
Because in our we've done like a good 10 episodes?
Like 15 episodes.
15 episodes, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Damn. Well, in our 10 to 15 episodes, I feel like they got used to you.
Yeah.
You know?
And even though I feel like I wasn't as in on the user feedback, I was growing to like those people's. I'm going to like those viewers.
But yeah, Shawn is leaving. He's moving out of state. So he's not going to be on the podcast regularly anymore. But he's going to make returns. He's going to make returns sometimes. But that's as far as I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell his business. Shawn, enlighten them at least.
All
Explain why you're leaving.
Well, although many of y'all haven't heard my music, I am a musician. I do write music. That is what I'm aspiring to do. And I'm moving to the A. The dirty, if you will, to pursue my music career. But also, I'm moving there for like living purposes, just because I'm hoping that it will work out financially for me, saving and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the main reason I'm going to the A.
Yeah. So he's leaving to pursue music. He's leaving to pursue something, to pursue success. He's been promoting all these Black Cash songs and his SoundCloud and all this, but he's going to Atlanta to really give it a shot. So he's leaving. This is his last episode. That is what we're returning to you with. We're returning to you with the news of he's gone.
Unless unless they didn't really care. You're the sauce of the show. You're like, all right, okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that. What if they're like, this is what you were holding out for?
Well, you're still gonna be here, right? All right, that's fine.
Long as we know you're here, you could have been recording. We missed the 2 months of this. But nah, you're going to be missed.
To some
degree. But in that time that's passed, a lot has happened with me as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead and fill these people in, man.
So as we record this podcast, we're no longer sitting in my car. We're sitting in the living room of my apartment because I have my own apartment now.
That's a milestone.
Which is doubling as the studio. This is going to be the studio. But
studio in the hood.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm living in a pretty crazy area. There's a lot of crazy people around this area. Just bought a knife today for that reason. I'll be buying a gun tomorrow.
Let's go. A little bit of Get Out vibe.
Yeah, there's strong Get Out vibes. So definitely be on the lookout. I might need someone to come save me.
I might need some help.
I'm gonna need some assistance. I feel like I'm gonna
call your brothers for assistance.
I'm gonna try and deny it until it's too late. I'm gonna be just like the guy in Get Out, who knew there was something weird but kept denying it until it was too late. That's how it feels. But yeah, I've moved into my own apartment. Oh yeah, I'm not wait, take that back. I was about to say I'm not in deep with the law anymore. I wasn't in deep with the law, but as of just like last week, I'm back in dirty with the law again.
Are you gonna be light skinned DMX? Is that gonna be?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think I'm gonna be DMX. Wow. DMX just got out of prison now. DMX just got out of prison.
You know who didn't?
You think he'll stay? You think he'll stay?
You know who's out here snitching?
Well, he's about to get out too because the snitching. You gonna get about Tekashi 6ix9ine? Okay, you want to just talk about that real quick?
Tekashi 6ix9ine shortly. But look, he's not. He's getting his sentence shortened.
I know. That's the point. He was facing life.
In order to cooperate them, that also means he has to agree. He has to admit that I'm in the game.
Yeah, but he cut a deal with the feds. to say that, okay, if you admit to these things, if you admit that you're a part in these things, it'll allow us to get other people. So we'll cut you loose. He'll be out within 2 years.
Oh, not within 2.
I bet.
You'll probably look
5.
at more like 10 to 5. Or 5 to 10.
Yeah, okay, 5. I don't know. He did a lot of snitching.
Damn.
He did a lot of snitching.
He did a lot. I don't think I had those details.
He did a lot of snitching and he got money.
Yes. I know these helps.
He'll probably be out.
I didn't expect it too because I was following it and like I feel like the first time they asked him, they reported him like CNN or something like that, and he was sitting there looking all mad, and he's like he won't snitch.
Yeah, it's easy to talk.
Oh yeah,
from
no,
out here.
I'm not judging at all.
And
I'm not saying I would snitch.
I will give
but
credit because he spent a little bit in there.
He's been in for a minute.
And I think he probably got his butt touched a little bit.
Ooh.
And he's like, you know what? I'm going to have to speak up. I think I'm going to have to speak up. I think it might be about balls deep. I think they might have been balls deep.
Ooh.
I think they might have got balls deep, and that's what pushed him over the edge. And he was like, I gotta say something.
To push him over the edge.
I gotta say something.
He portrays himself as hard, but I don't think it took that much to push him over there. He was like, you know what? Those are my dudes. Those are my dogs, but it's getting tough in here. People's scary.
I'm not saying that's. I'm saying that regardless of if that's what pushed him over the edge or not, I believe that's what happened.
Oh.
Yeah, I think someone might have got balls deep.
He got, man. I've seen that for that.
Even those
I
prison
wish that
hits.
upon no man.
And if that did happen, then
I can kind of understand.
Yeah. Then
You don't know what happened to me in there, dog.
I think he might have thought going in, like, worst comes to worst, I'm the top. Things get real bad, I'm putting in the nigga's booty. That's probably what he was thinking.
But to his surprise, he got that Ving Rhames treatment.
Yeah.
That Pulp Fiction Ving Rhames treatment.
Yeah, he got put down.
Damn.
They were putting him down. They're putting it down.
Putting it down. Unwillingly, he's picking it up.
He's picking up what they're putting down. They're
Well,
busting down.
I'm sorry, though. So you got your apartment.
Oh.
You're still got your feet back wet with the law.
Yeah, I'm still,
Riding dirty.
I'm still wanted. Dead or alive, like the song. I've been training again.
Yup. I was hoping you was going to bring that
Yeah,
up.
started training again. Mm-hmm. Getting fit, getting in shape, getting ready to fight.
Looking good. No homo.
Thanks, brother. So yeah, I think I told you this, but maybe I didn't. I'm planning to fight pretty soon, actually, like this month.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there will most likely be. I gotta get the schedule. I'm pretty sure there's a tournament, a Muay Thai tournament. And I'll be competing in that.
Nice. Y'all hearing it live.
Yeah. Well, they're hearing it live, and that's all they're gonna hear because it's not that big of a deal. It's pretty small time.
But at least they know if they want to show some support. You in Vegas. Do your thing.
Yeah, it's pretty small time. Anyway, though, that's pretty much all that's going on with me.
Okay, all right.
But we gotta really make this memorable.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta make this something worth looking back on. Cause this is your last episode.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna give us? You gotta give us something. I'm not saying it has to be right now. I'm just saying, you gotta give us something before this episode is up. Oh, you're gonna wrap us out one last time, right? You gotta wrap us out one last time.
All right. I believe I wrote something for this.
Oh wow! Now I wanna give the listeners a little bit of a peek into my side of this. I'm very sad. I'm going through some sadness right now, just accepting it. Because I've grown up.
Are you drunk right now?
Yeah, it's about to be Marvin's Room on a regular basis. I'm going to be listening to Marvin's Room.
That's a pretty sad picture you're painting there, buddy.
Yeah, if you get a phone call at like 1:30 in the morning, you know what it's about to be. It's about to be Marvin's Room.
Bro, if you pick up singing on me...
No. I'm just going to be playing it into the phone.
Boy.
You're going to answer the phone and it's just going to be Drake. Because, like, what's the point of me saying how I feel when Drake has it perfectly... Yeah, he can perfectly explain how I feel in this song.
That's kind of what I meant earlier. They don't understand the bond. They don't understand that this is a pretty significant...
Yeah, it's bigger than the podcast. But with that being said, you're about to be successful. I'm about to be successful. The podcast is going to be successful. It's still going to be here.
Yeah. We'll be able, I think, mark this as the moment you can look back on as this is when everything was like, everything changed. Everything was like, ooh, this is just what they needed to get things rolling.
Yeah. But aside from us, outside of us, a lot of stuff has happened since the last one we recorded. The last times we were recording, we were trying to, like, you know, stay up on current events and things. Yeah. Completely lost that because we didn't do episodes for like 2 months. But in that time, a lot of things have happened sports-wise, news-wise, entertainment-wise. Yeah. Super Bowl's tomorrow. Now, by the time this, we should. Yeah, I want to mention R. Kelly.
Wait, you said
tomorrow? Like from when we're recording this right now, the Super Bowl's tomorrow. This is Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. By the time this episode,
it's happening today. Like I think it's like 1 in the morning we're recording this.
It's Saturday night for most people. Most people consider it Saturday night still. But anyway, the Super Bowl's tomorrow. By the time this episode comes out, the Super Bowl will probably be over. But what's your pick in the Super Bowl?
Oh, I have the Patriots.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think this is the situation you're expecting. Like, Rams are good. I'm not saying anything about that at all, but there's something about it's like the Patriots have a booster when it comes to playing them in the Super Bowl. Or in this time of year, you know, they have a booster. Now I can't say that.
Well, they lost last year.
Eagles, yeah. When you look at the Eagles, I couldn't say that. But normally, it's a pretty big feat. It's like putting on legend difficulty and turning up all the CPU sliders in their advantage. Because
really,
Patriots come pretty hard during the Super Bowl.
Because I can't remember a Super Bowl that they have dominated in.
They don't dominate. That's not what they do. But they know all the antics. They know how the game goes. They know how to keep things in their favor longer.
I gotta be honest with you. I think it's Tom. It's not the Patriots. It's Tom. Most of those Super Bowl victories, they've come back, and it wasn't they coming back. It was Tom coming back. They've almost all of the Super Bowl victories that they have been comeback victories.
I'd say a good amount of them, but I feel like whenever it's not a comeback, it's also, man, these fucking random antics keep lining up in their favor. They know how to play the game. They know the little things here and there, catching people off sides, little things here and there, like lulling you in different ways so they can cut a big play later on. And you're like, they just there's too much experience. Their system is a really good system for times like when you need to throw someone off.
So is that what you're?
I think part of that is built.
You look at when they beat the Atlanta Falcons. They didn't really beat the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons beat themselves.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it does. It's you can't take credit away from Tom to come back from 28-3. Yeah, that was him. He had to do that, but he couldn't have done that on his own. That was with the help of the Atlanta Falcons just collapsing. The defense just died. The defense was great in the first half, second half, all of them were gassed out.
That's the type of performance I tried to wipe from my mind because I was like, nah, come on now. That's not even, that's pretty shameful.
That didn't look, but my point of it of saying that is that the Patriots didn't look very impressive. It didn't look like they were having things in their favor. It didn't look like they were.
I'm not saying
they were
like that.
losing the game.
Ref calls. I'm saying they know strategically how to play the game in a way that's like, man, even though this is close, even though it might be ahead in the lead, they know how to put themselves back in line with little strategic things here and there. I think that's normally Bill.
Yeah, but that's how they always are.
Yeah.
Your point starting off is that they have some sort of special advantage in Super Bowl games. And my point is that not really. Their Super Bowl games are kind of like their other games. They look more strategically sound during the regular season because when it starts getting to the Super Bowl, for whatever reason, they don't do as well. They normally have to come back. When you watch them throughout the regular season, they're normally a dominant team. Playoffs, dominant. Super Bowl, their games are competitive. They normally have competitive games against the Super Bowl teams. Anyway, though, regardless of any of that, I just want to know your pick. My pick is obviously not the Patriots, it's the Rams. I choose the Rams because they're the better team. Like, talent-wise, they're the better team. They have a stronger defense. They got a pretty high-powered offense, as they've shown all year long. I'm predicting that they're going to have a stronger fan presence.
Stronger fan presence.
The Super Bowl is going to be in Atlanta. And as we just mentioned, the Patriots beat the Atlanta Falcons just 2 years ago in the Super Bowl. I have a feeling that wound is still fresh and that the Atlanta fans that are there for that one day are going to be Rams fans. Because whenever the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, whoever they're going against, pretty much the rest of the country becomes a fan of that team just for that day.
I don't think that'll matter too much, though, because at this point, they've been the villains, and Tom and them as a team are, I feel like, pretty good at playing through it.
Yeah, but it's small disadvantages like that matter more when you're going against a team like the Rams.
That's kind of true. But at the same time, if I might argue, I don't know if you agree with this, I'd say Chiefs are just as good as Rams, and the Patriots beat them Chiefs.
I would say that the Rams are better, but the Patriots barely scraped by.
Yeah. But
So that's
scraped by.
Yeah, they barely scraped by the Chiefs, who aren't as good as the Rams.
And I mean, yeah, Jared Goff has more experience than Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Rams arguably has a better defense.
Yeah, more than arguably. Chiefs' defense is kind of...
Yeah, they kind of proved. Yeah, I should have said arguably, but I don't know. I don't think they possess what it takes, for situational experience. They're pretty... the team
that makes sense.
Been put together pretty
That's
well.
the one thing that I've been able to agree with that you said is experience-wise. Yeah, they are a less... The players on that team haven't always been successful.
And haven't been together that long. Like, pretty sure it's good amount of new additions on that team. Now, obviously, they made it this far, so they've got chemistry, they've got skill. But I'm looking at the Patriots. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I just feel like you're probably not alone in your prediction, but I think it's because most people over these years of this Patriots dynasty they don't judge the Patriots the way they judge other teams. Other teams are judged season to season. the team they were last year, we don't judge them by that this year. We judge them by the team that they put on the field this season. And the Patriots have gotten a pass from that. The Patriots aren't treated that way. The Patriots are always just the Patriots, because when people talk about the Patriots, they're really talking about Tom Brady. So as long as he's on the field, it's the same team in people's mind. It doesn't matter. And to a degree, they're right to think that way, because if he's on the field, he's shown, even at 40 years old, if he's on the field, they're a Super Bowl team. Doesn't matter who else is on the squad. But you gotta look at it. You gotta look at them like you look at any other team. The team they are this year isn't the team that they were last year. Isn't the team that they were when they beat the Falcons. Isn't the team that they were when they beat the Seahawks. This team is a significantly different team, because this team is probably the least complete team that Coach Belichick has put on the field in this dynasty. This is the least complete one.
Yeah.
It's missing so much. The fact that they're in the Super Bowl is quite the accomplishment, because they were not the best team. The best team, we all know the best team doesn't always win. We all know that.
Yeah.
But in their playoff run, my question is, were they ever the better team on the field? When they beat the Chiefs, were they the better team?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Who did they beat before that? The Chargers? Were they the better team against the Chargers? They weren't.
Nope.
So they're kind of fooling people, because they keep winning. They just keep winning, and it keeps making you think that if you look at it for black and white, okay, may the better man win. Whoever wins, that's the better team. That's not the case. They're not the better team. They're finding ways to win. You don't have to be the better team to win a football game. And they know that. And they're finding ways to win football games, not to compete with other rosters. So when you look at their squad, and you can easily say that they haven't been the better team in a lot of the wins that they've gotten, a lot of the big wins that they've gotten this season. Why would you have such a strong prediction, such a strong belief in the Patriots? It's not because of the team, it's because of Tom. But I think we've seen in recent years that Tom can only do so much. His back is tired, because he's been carrying this franchise for a minute.
Yeah. But I guess what I'm looking at is, I feel like, as you said before, that I guess part of the illusion that's being put over me is that the Patriots have never been that strong a team. They've been more well put together, but at least offensively, they've never been stacked. So for me, I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, we got an injured Amari Cooper, and
They were
is he
stacked.
still injured? Actually, I believe he's still injured. Or is he not on that team? I mean, not Amari Cooper. Who the hell am I thinking of? Josh Gordon.
Oh, last I heard, he checked himself into rehab. He hasn't been playing for them for a minute.
Well, yeah. So they don't have him. I know they're rocking with just Edelman, Gronk. I don't even know who else they have. So me looking at that versus looking at before, I never thought the receiving core was that strong anyway. And I guess I hadn't
That
been
wasn't
staying
their
posted.
system.
I hadn't been staying posted on the team composition either.
Were you saying that they've always been like that?
No. They've always been like that. But for me, I'm saying me thinking that they still have veteran legend quarterback Tom Brady, and though they are weak and they have holes right now, they were able to make this happen other seasons, and they never were stacked.
And well, that's what I'm trying to correct you on, is that they weren't stacked for the common offense that casual fans like to see. Running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, gaining yards. They were stacked with an O-line. For a good decade, they had the best O-line in the NFL. That's how they were stacked. They might not have had a lot of money in their receiving core or in their running backs. They had it in their O-line. And that's what made people like you think they're not that good of a team. That's why they were so good. Because when you have an O-line that had been together for like 10 years and the entire line was all pro. It was a completely all pro offensive line.
Yeah.
That's what made it to where whatever running back they put in worked. Whatever receivers they put in worked. Because that line made everything work. That's not what they have now. Now they have what you're saying is, okay, they've always had like an average receiving core, average running backs. Yeah, but they used to have an amazing offensive line. Now they have those things with an average offensive line.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
now they have a strong base.
It was like, not to take away credit from number 12. But it made his job a lot easier. It made it a lot easier for him to stand back there and be the surgeon that he is when it comes to playing the quarterback position. It made it a lot easier. Now, that shit is hard. Not to say that he's not one of the best at making reads, but his reads have to be 100% fast every time.
Mm-hmm.
He has to have the feet, the perfect reads every time. He has to use what athleticism he has left at the age of 40. He has to use it to get some open throwing lanes. He kind of has to shuffle around the pocket way more now. Like, yeah, he'd have to do a little bit of sliding before. He actually has to like sprint to the outside sometimes now. And with Aaron Donald and Dominican Sue, he's gonna be busy.
Yeah,
he's gonna be busy.
Gonna be some work right there.
They're gonna push him outside. That's exactly, and what I see them doing, what I would do, is force him outside. That's what's always worked. And to that point, so what I've pointed out to you and anyone else who would listen, Wade Phillips is the defensive coordinator for the Rams. Wade Phillips knows how to beat Tom Brady. He knows the formula, and he's built a defense that kind of works for that.
And didn't you say he's 3-0 against Tom Brady?
I think he's 4-0 in their last meetings. And he has the tools to put together the formula. You gotta push Brady off his spot, off his mark. If you let him stand in the pocket, he will carve you up. If you force him out, it at least gives you a chance for him to not make a play.
Well, that is a big difference maker, because the moment you can take Tom Brady off the team, Patriots slow down a lot. Hey, I guess we'll see.
And then when it comes to a shootout, the Rams have shown that they're the number one team. They're the number one team for a shootout. Yeah. It's like, let's go, because their defense is good. It's hard to hold up in an offensive game and just go score for score. It's hard to go score for score when there's a team that their defense is good.
Although those Saints look like they're about to.
Yeah, we'll see. Once again, the better team doesn't always win the game. We kind of all know that the Saints were the better team.
God damn those refs.
The Saints were kind of destined to be the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, they were kind of annoyingly beating their way in.
Yeah.
Because even if you didn't want to focus on them, they were racking up those dubs.
Yeah, I was really excited for a Saints-Patriots Super Bowl, but that all ended with a blown call. But so yeah, that's football wise. I know we had made some bets.
We did. On who was going to take the seasons? Who was going to meet the divisions?
Yeah, but we'd have to go back and look, and I feel like by that time you're going to leave. Yeah. You'll be leaving in the next 2 days, so.
Oh, you're right.
So yeah, I'm not gonna get a chance to collect. But on the flip side, if you were right, you're not gonna get a chance to collect
I don't think I
either.
was right about any of them. Because I know I had Steelers. And for one of those, like...
Well, I had the Bengals in the AFC North.
Did they...
They obviously didn't. They were the worst team in the
Oh, yeah,
division.
right.
Basketball wise, we still...
I don't know if... Did we make any picks or anything for that?
No, we didn't make picks.
Oh, okay, because I definitely would remember those. Definitely.
But, you know, that season is still enduring.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing, basketball seasons are just so damn
long.
long.
High drama, though. Pretty high drama.
Kinda, but it's like, it's all filler. It's like watching anime.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of filler to build up to the big moments, and it makes the big moments good when you get to them. But sometimes it's like, come on, this is a lot of filler.
Good lord.
Just get to the storylines, please. Oh, you mentioned R. Kelly. What did you have to say about R. Kelly?
I mentioned it, and then I kind of wanted to get off of it because I'm still. Here's what I'll say. All right. I can't defend him. Obviously, I wouldn't. But I can't be impartial like other people and act like the music wasn't good. I can't, because I feel like I hear a lot of people on Twitter, and they're like, I never liked his music. I'm like,
Oh.
I can't say that.
No, yeah, I can't vibe with that.
I respect everyone's taste. Maybe it wasn't for you, but I feel like some of y'all are being a little wishy-washy, being like, yeah.
No, yeah, I was saying it. R. Kelly is the most talented cult leader of all time.
Yeah. By no
He
means.
wrote Trapped in the
Act
Closet.
like-
That's a masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Just good stuff, man.
Even if all the music, we're not gonna go down the list because it's quite the
It's
list.
a long list.
But take all the music off the table. You still got Trapped in the Closet.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever been done like that. That's you earn legend status just from that.
Not to mention, despite how you may feel about it, he wrote for Michael Jackson, man. Give this man his respect.
Now, he's pretty rapey though.
Oh yeah, no,
He's
definitely.
pretty rapey. But
That's
that's
one
you
me,
just
no. That's you know, I never want that.
yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, I never really gave a fuck about being friends with him.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought the songs were good.
Good music.
Yeah, the thing about that though is all the people who worked with him since, like, that video that came out of him peeing on that girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people worked with him. That's why I feel like a lot of people were quiet. Because it's like, I feel like I can't bring attention to it because then it makes me look weird.
Was that his strategy? Get more collabs, more people
Maybe
shut
it
up?
was. That was probably part of it. Just align yourself with other people who aren't known for raping.
That's a pretty dark strategy. You out me, you're kind of out on yourself. You gotta put a damper on your image.
So now he goes, well,
It's crazy though.
they
because
still can't pin him. They can't pin him.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He's the Ted Bundy of getting away with raping.
Yeah. He's Ted Bundy of celebrity pedophiles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he, I feel like
Or
he's,
is Bill Cosby?
from what I've heard, it'd be R. Kelly.
Wait. He can't be the Ted Bundy of celebrity pedophiles. Ted Bundy is the Ted Bundy of celebrity pedophiles.
Yeah, you kind of right.
I just thought about that. I was like, wait a second. It's because of that docu-series, man.
Ted Bundy
It's so
series.
good. It's so good
It's so
that
gripping.
I find myself comparing things to it.
It's kind of weird, but yeah. And now I feel like, is it just me? Have you experienced this at all? But I feel like now I'm watching TV, I'm looking at people, I feel like I see a lot of people who look like him now.
You're seeing them everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I can't relate to that.
Okay. Maybe I'm just paranoid. But yeah, now he fills in on the Kelly. Yeah,
Let's
on
see.
6ix9ine as well. Oh, John Jones returned. There's that. Should we?
Oh yeah, I forgot. See, so many fights. There's too many to go through since the last time. Like, okay, Max Holloway pieced up Ryan Ortega.
Damn, I thought we got to talk about that.
Yeah, no, that was in December.
Yeah.
Then after that,
that's a spoiler. If you didn't see it, he bombed on that man
Yeah.
for four rounds.
Yep.
Damn.
Right after that, John Jones handled Gustafson.
Mm-hmm. We got double champ Amanda Nunes.
Oh yeah.
And she said, "Boop, boop, boop, boop." Clean.
Quite the upset.
Cleaned her. Did she?
Just,
Oh yeah, she got hit. She got hit. Double champ Cejudo.
Yeah, Cejudo.
He also hit him with a boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
That was quick. Yeah, TJ's still taking that one pretty
Quick, and
salty.
he phoned it in for the record.
Yeah, he phoned it
So
in.
I'm gonna knock you out.
It was one of the earliest phone-ins. It was one of the earliest like callings of how I'm gonna win because he called it upon winning his last match. In the interview for his last match, he called that he was going to knock out TJ Dillashaw in the next one.
That's pretty legendary.
And he stood so firm on that argument the whole time.
Never
Everyone tried to get him to back off.
Mm-hmm.
They tried every interview. They're like, so you're really confident? Huh? You really believe you're gonna knock out TJ Dillashaw? They were trying to get him back out, and he was like, I'm so serious with it. Yes.
I promise you, I'm knocking him out.
He every fiber of him believed it, and then he
was
like,
please believe me.
He was warning everyone, and then he did it. And then TJ took it horribly. TJ's still taking it horribly. He's very salty. Which I can see. I mean, it has to hurt when you train as hard as he does.
Yeah.
Like when you lose and you didn't train, you're really sad because you're like, man, I should have trained.
And it's gotta be tough.
When you trained super hard and you were like, there's no way I covered every base.
It's gotta be tough though, because I imagine with such high like self-belief and confidence, when you're coming in like, oh yeah, no, I got this.
Well, because think about the
I'm
hours
gonna
of, okay, if he does this, then I'll do this. Having just a plan for everything that could possibly happen, and then getting knocked out so fast that you didn't get to
go any of the scenarios, any of those.
None of the scenarios that you planned for got to happen because you got knocked out right away.
Yeah, I can understand the salt.
Yeah. And he's having no problem just say, oh yeah, it's a fluke. That's a fluke. He's
playing Joanna.
Like it's funny because he says credit to Henry Cejudo, but it's a fluke, which is instantly taking credit away. But Henry Cejudo's living his best life now because I don't know if you heard about this. He's supposedly supposed to be going on a date with Nikki Bella. Yeah.
Wow.
He's calling whatever he wants and getting it now.
Hey, good for you.
Because he shot his shot in an interview or something, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. I'll go on a date with you." So he's just.
Now that's a fluke.
He must have the Dragon Balls or something. He must be just throwing all his wishes out.
Is it?
Like, I'm trying to be a champ.
Did he sign an Illuminati contract? Is that what this is?
He's in the UFC Illuminati?
He's in the UFC Illuminati. He's like, you know what? I'm tired of people sleeping on me.
That's how he talks too. Yeah, that's.
Go ahead and sign the contract.
But they're still sleeping on him though.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty. That wasn't in the contract. Yeah. We can't get you awareness, but we can get you a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, apparently they're supposed to have a wine date, so there's gonna be alcohol involved. Inhibitions will be.
You'll be lost.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, Henry.
Maybe he's gonna fight John Cena next. I'd definitely pay to see that fight.
Yeah.
Because it's like, on one hand, he's one of the greatest martial artists in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Olympic gold medalist when it comes to wrestling. But John Cena's strong as fuck. Like, he might be able to level the playing fields based off he's over 100 pounds bigger.
Yeah.
And he's very strong. He's super strong, dude. Like, he might be able to just squeeze him. Like, you know,
Ooh.
he might be able to just throw him.
I mean, didn't
really far.
Didn't Demetrius Johnson knock him out the first time? Knock Henry out the first time?
With body shots.
Yeah.
With body shots.
Now, yeah.
Knees to the body. But I feel like John could probably just throw him.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
decently far to where he's going to get hurt.
Strong.
Yeah. I feel like 150 pounds, we want to say.
Yeah.
So he was probably walking around 150.
Something like
he's
that.
Pretty thick. He's a pretty big dude. Maybe 150, 160 at the most.
Yeah.
John Cena's about 255.
Yeah.
John Cena goes like 250.
I think you could throw him.
I think he's tossing him. Man, he's so strong.
He is.
I'm
paying to see it.
Yeah, I definitely pay to see that.
But yeah, good for him. He's sliding in on Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when the underdogs slide in and then get what they want.
Yeah, wow, we're already at an hour.
Yeah.
Almost. 56 minutes.
You think you might be able to go for like a 2-part episode somehow?
No. I don't think that. Yeah, I know it's your last episode, and it would be very cool for you to go out on a double episode, but I don't have time for that.
All right.
Yeah, I have things to do. But we could talk about wrestling.
Actually, I think that's deserved.
Yeah. So,
but do you think? Go ahead.
What wrestling-wise are you?
Well, I know the first thing that came to my mind.
About. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna hear. What's the first thing that came to your mind?
The moment you said wrestling, I thought of Cody Rhodes. You know what I thought of? I thought of Cody Rhodes. AEW.
All Elite Wrestling. Yeah, that's definitely what I was thinking about. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah,
I know.
I'll be there.
Considering when we're recording this, Royal Rumble just happened.
Yeah.
And you would expect us to be talking about Royal Rumble, and it was great, and I'm gonna get to that. But I'm really excited for All Elite Wrestling.
Lining up, pretty exciting.
I'm a WCW fan. Mm-hmm. Everyone who knows me, I always tell them I started out. I didn't take the usual path. Most people are WWE fans first. I was a WCW fan first, and I just transitioned through the Monday Night Wars into being a WWE fan. But the way All Elite Wrestling is coming together, I feel like they are going to be able to give the WWE the same challenge that WCW gave them.
Yeah, I definitely can see it. Because what they've already grabbed is my attention. So now
and there's a lot of
I'm going to try to watch
parallels. You know, backed by like the financial backing by a billionaire.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes being like one of the head bookers.
Yeah.
Dusty was one of the bookers in WCW. So it's kind of parallel a little bit.
The second coming? Possibly?
I think they might be bringing in the NWA Championship too. I've heard rumors that they might bring back the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's a lot of history.
Does WWE have any claim over stuff like that?
No.
No? Okay. Because I feel like they must have, though, because the NWA Championship was in the game. Was in one of the games.
No, that was the AWA. Wasn't the NWA.
Are you sure? I feel like I
Wasn't
look
the
into that
NWA.
in one of those games. If you know anything about that guy, just go ahead and comment that down below.
And they don't have they own the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Not NWA.
Okay. Definitely all for it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all the possibilities of the guy, the talent that they might get.
Yes.
Like, this is another thing that hasn't happened really since WCW, where it's like, okay, there is another legitimate company out there for guys to make money with and have a completely different direction of character. There's a legitimate threat to WWE's talent. I think AEW will be a pretty nice spot for guys who aren't really getting booked, who aren't really getting what they want. They're not getting paid that much. They're not getting booked the way they want to. AEW might be the spot to go and
they can capitalize.
Hit reset.
Yeah.
Someone like Zack Ryder, per se, who's a good worker.
He is.
And is doomed to always be Zack Ryder
Just
in the WWE.
Zack Ryder, yeah.
Why wouldn't he go to AEW? Someone like Dolph Ziggler?
Ooh. Now that's a good one. That's one I'm really hoping for. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities there. Just Dolph Ziggler coming over.
So that's when you're planning to come back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Their first show is going to be at MGM Grand. And we'll do a special episode, a Return of Wet Legs episode for that.
Return of Wet Legs.
But aside from that, because they haven't had a show yet, so everything is just speculation when it comes to All Elite. But Royal Rumble, go.
Royal Rumble. Let's see. Expectations surprisingly weren't that high. I didn't know if WWE was going to make me happy at all. But let's do. I don't know if I can do the full order because of my mind, but Asuka, Becky Lynch. I enjoyed myself. Good match. Good match.
Really good match.
Good story and two good in-ring workers right there. They gave me what I wanted. That's what I want out of the women's division. Just keep on putting out heat, please. Also happy with the decision for Asuka to keep her belt. I like that. That's cool. Because it felt like they were doing her a little dirty at first, you know. Stole her streak. Kind of didn't see too much from her for a little bit. So that's cool. Yeah, I definitely can't keep the order. I'm going to have to jump around a little bit here. Let's see. Women's Royal Rumble. Guess who comes back? Becky Lynch. Lana gets her leg snapped at some point in the show, I guess. And Becky was like, hey, she's injured. Why not let me go ahead and slide? And she pulls an Edge move. Didn't Edge do something like that? Not exactly. Maybe, but in the Elimination Chamber. A long time ago.
Yeah.
So, very Edge-like move. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to slide in her place. Why waste a spot? Slides in, wins the Royal Rumble, bang, bang, pow, pow. I love that. Jumping around again, because I can't remember the order that
well. I didn't expect you to give a rundown of every match.
Oh, okay.
What are your general thoughts?
Great. Enjoyed myself. Good pay-per-view. Pretty good matches. I feel like I got what I wanted out of the matches this year. Good pay-per-view, and I like most of the results of the matches that happened.
Yeah, in my opinion, I thought that this was one of the first pay-per-views that I really wholly enjoyed, fully enjoyed. I had no feeling of being antsy or being bored and being like, let's get to the marquee matchups. I was more than content watching every single match. Like, since they've been on the network, since the WWE network has been a thing, there haven't been really many pay-per-views like that for me personally, to where I didn't feel like I wanted to skip something.
Yeah.
That's now growing up, when pay-per-views actually were pay-per-views that you had to order. I used to feel like that. I used to enjoy them. Every match I cared about. every match I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
This was one of the first pay-per-views since that era for me, since like the actual pay-per-view era, that I've enjoyed the whole thing.
And I think what it was pretty good use of talent. I think that was good. Some good pairings. Some good storytelling within the matches.
Yeah, I think wrestling's headed in a very positive direction.
Yeah, because I do think, because, we've had our whole return, Vince McMahon return,
Yeah.
He's back in control. I think that might be a pretty good surge for them, for a point where I kind of wasn't that interested. So we got that, and we got AEW. So yeah, wrestling.
And NXT.
And NXT. God,
that's been great.
If you didn't see Takeover Phoenix, I'd recommend you go see it. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty slapping card. They always do it up over there. They're all about match quality. Like, I feel like that's top things over there. Maybe you don't enjoy the storylines. Top match quality.
What I will comment though about NXT is that it is a great product. It's a great show.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's kind of, it's getting away from its purpose, which was developmental. Now, when you look at the people who were coming up through NXT now, they kind of were already good wrestlers when they got there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, I'm very happy that they have the talent that they have in NXT, because it makes for a great show. But as a developmental company, they're not really pushing their own guys as much anymore. Like, when you look at Tommaso Ciampa, already established. Johnny Wrestling, already established. Ricochet, already established. Adam Cole, already established. All of their stars now aren't their guys.
Yeah.
It's not like how it was when it was, like Tyler
The guys
Breeze.
who were actually being groomed there are being pushed up a lot slower.
When it was
and
Bo Dallas and, it was a good mix. Because you'd have your Bo Dallas, your Biggie Langstons,
Yeah.
But then you'd have Neville and you'd have Sami Zayn.
I hadn't fully thought about that. Like, I did know, of course I noticed it, but I'm saying I hadn't fully thought about it because I feel like only person I can think of off the top of my head, Aleister Black, that's their guy.
That's their guy.
They got Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm. But in the main event
you still
picture,
got Io Shirai. She's
in their main event picture, it's not really like
you're right.
It's not really their guys anymore.
But I guess because the balance was supposed to be, we get these indie guys and they're good for the show aspect because they're already established. Meanwhile, on the other end of the show, the other 50% is these other.
Well, I mean, it's because the guys who are already established, their purpose for being there is to get good at selling the WWE product and not the Ring of Honor product or the New Japan product. Because a lot of them are coming from those shows. So it's like, okay, get you here, see how we like you as a WWE guy.
And what they've kind of been using that for when people come up is like, it's less than having to build you when you come up a little bit.
I really enjoy the show. I really enjoy the product. It's just like an observation that, they're
not exactly
I feel like they're not developing as much or as well as they were before, because now they have all these really talented guys and they're like, pushing them up.
But yeah, so big things for wrestling. Big things.
Yeah. But as we wind down, I want to talk a little bit. Let's talk about you.
About me?
About us. About the podcast. Because this is, we're at, hour 9 now. So we got to start wrapping it up. But what are your final comments?
Final comments? Man. Well.
Are you going to be one of those people who's like, well, now that I'm leaving, fuck everybody?
Well. Spoiler alert, I'm a little bit more sentimental than that. Because what I was thinking about was, I remember when you first approached me and you were like, man, I've been wondering who was going to be the co-host of Painfully Titled all this time. Like I knew I wanted to do this, but I didn't know who was going to be the co-host. But I considered it, and this should be you. And I was like, oh wow. I didn't think my presence was wanted on someone's podcast. I didn't think anyone wanted to hear me speak. But I remember you saying that to me, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Why not basically do what we normally do, but for the people to hear? And then, I kind of thought to now how you're kind of starting the process again. You got to find someone to fill my spot a little bit. Just kind of thinking about that, that whole journey. But no, it's definitely been fun. We've had some hilarious moments.
Yeah,
to talk about on this
some
podcast.
classic stories that we covered.
But that does bring me to something, because I earned the moniker of Wet Legs, and I felt like you needed Mr. Wet Legs.
Mr. Wet Legs.
And I feel like you needed to adapt one. I feel like you should have been given one as well. So
is that your parting gift?
If not now, you should.
Is your parting gift nickname?
We should hold a poll.
Do you have one?
Well, I was gonna leave it up to these 3 options and maybe tweet a poll like tomorrow of a little light skin.
Okay, that's gonna be a no.
Young Waves. And let's see. What was the other one? Oh, J2 Smooth.
I'm not liking any of these options.
I didn't like only liked one of my options.
I don't think they're going over.
And I think it's up to the people to choose.
Yeah, I think
it's up to them to determine which one's gonna be your name.
I don't feel like anyone's gonna vote on any of those.
You'll be surprised. I didn't think they were gonna vote for any of mine either. Definitely didn't think it'd be Wet Legs.
Okay, so there should have to be a minimum requirement of votes.
Minimum requirement?
Yeah.
Mine only had like 5 votes on it. So.
I feel like it was more than that. It was like 9 or 10. It was a good amount.
I'm willing to say 7 or so. But yeah, so somewhere
so
around there.
It has to get the same amount of votes that yours got.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you
if it gets less than
have
that,
a nickname.
Yeah, but it just doesn't have to be those 3.
Okay. All right, that seems fair. But yeah, great moments here on the podcast. Never ever found the intro or outro. Guess we never needed one, we have it like that.
Guess not.
That chemistry.
Oh, you're about to sing me out, I feel like.
Not singing you out.
I feel like
don't get the wrong
okay,
idea.
well, before you sing me out.
I'm not singing you out.
Let's, one last time,
not singing you out.
let's plug the social medias.
Plug it up.
So, you gotta give a strong social media plug.
Yeah, because it won't be given another one.
Yeah.
Gotta take this chance. So let's see.
And you gotta make it count. You gotta make it count. You gotta really get people to follow you.
Well, okay.
So you don't just fade into obscurity now that you're not here.
As far as my SoundCloud, I won't be posting music on there because I somehow, I don't know what SoundCloud's rules are, but I got locked out of my SoundCloud. I can't get back on there.
Right.
But I will be having a YouTube up where I'm going to be doing covers of the hottest hits of 2019, so stay posted on that. And original music will be on that page. I haven't created that YouTube yet, so hopefully maybe Painfully Tight can link it on the page, on the Twitter somewhere. But you can always get me on Twitter.
I'll link it whenever you make it.
All right.
Yeah. Whether that'll be like 2020?
No.
Look for it. When are we looking for it?
Within some weeks. Within a week or so.
Okay.
At Twitter, ShawnJohn101010. At Snapchat, on Snapchat, ShawnC150. And that's where I'm going to be.
Okay. As you know, for me, on Twitter, at Javon_Kamanwai. And don't forget to follow. I know, hadn't tweeted in a long time, hadn't posted on Instagram in a long time, hadn't even made a damn podcast in a long time. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to go follow Painfully Tight on Twitter, at Painfully Tight on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Spotify. Because you know that's convenient. When you're in your car, you just plug it into the aux cord. There you go. You got me and Wet Legs in the archive.
Mm-hmm.
Talking you through your trip. Why wouldn't you want that? So go ahead and get those subscriptions.
That's a painful trip right there.
And so you got something written for this?
Well, the thing about that is, if I have something written, it's in my phone, which is what we're recording on right now.
So you're gonna wrap it directly into the phone?
Nah, what I'm gonna do is about to rap something from the heart.
Oh shit.
Cause I'm actually not 100% sure I have something written. That's why I said if.
All right.
Like I thought I did, but I don't know if I ever did. I've been in the process of moving and other stuff. You've been moving too. Lifting chests filled with items.
One last time, wrap us out.
All right, let's see. Painfully tight, it's been a good one. From birth to now, I've always been a hoodlum. Yeah, might leave you, but I love you. Don't never look over the barriers they set. Yeah, I'm about to jet set to the A. New day. Painfully tight. Good day.